And welcome back to Daily Wrap. Let's read some of your viewer comments. First up, we have a comment on Donald Trump wanting to build a wall on the southern border. We discussed it before. Rayshawn says, Israel built a wall and it seems to be working really well there. Many don't want the wall built because of special interests. Many corporations want the cheap labor. I'm sick of paying for illegals, he says. Rick.
Yeah, I do want to just quickly respond to that because, yes, Israel built a wall. You should go and find yourself a video of that wall, and you'll see that you and I, an old guy like me, can hop over that wall. The reason it works so well in Israel is the patrolling that goes on along that wall. You can make an argument for that if that suits what you have in mind, but just we should be factual about that wall.
Trump is a builder, by the way. So
yes, he is a builder. And I'll bet you he'd build it with a golden, beautiful door in it.
With Trump.
That's what he said he would do. That's what he said.
Well, there is money there. You could very, like stadium rights, how you name stadiums. Right, we can name parts of the wall.
The Trump wall.
Right? Rio Grande.
Unless we miss Mexico, we're not letting you in through the wall.
James says, we need a wall at our southern border. Donald Trump says it like it is, and now the naysayers are making light of it. They are echoing the do-nothing Congress, and it is a shame that a man who knows what needs to be done be portrayed as a fool. I don't think there's too many people portraying Donald as a fool right now. So
you don't lead in polls when people think you're a fool?
Yeah.
Ben Carson.
What's that?
I think
you think Ben Carson's a fool?
You do?
I think he's a little bit limited in his...
Really? Do you separate a joint of twins?
No.
You know
No, there's a difference between being very intelligent,
yes,
being wise, and a fool.
What
I think he's very intelligent. He has no command of his policy. I mean, he sits there and you ask him simple questions, and he has no depth in policy.
I don't think I'd go fool. I'd go something else, but I can't.
When you're running for president, isn't it wise? Isn't it wise to have some sort of understanding of policy? I actually think Donald Trump has a better command of issues.
It is, but that does.
Right.
I
can't go to fool though.
Yeah.
You're jumping to a word that I don't think applies.
I think that's foolish.
You
to
think
run
it's foolish
for president and not know your issues? I think that's...
Many have, and many have won.
Well, they have some strong backers.
Okay. Anyway, David says, here's an idea to control illegal immigration. Thailand and Brazil require exit forms be turned in when you leave the country. You must give your address and exit date. We should do the same. Failure to do so in the USA could be a mandatory $500 fine, like a parking ticket. That's a big parking ticket. And or we could require a $5,000 bond. With foreign students, we require a change of address and notification from landlord. Failure to comply means deportation and no re-entry. P.S. I like this part. I just discovered your show and I enjoy the style and ability to have two, or in this case 4, opposing opinions reasonably presented without the hate and zero objectivity. Thank you. That's exactly what this show is.
David.
We are pragmatic. It's intelligent. It's not foolish. I mean, there's not a show like this on television. I'm sorry.
What's the zero objectivity? Yeah, you make a point there.
I'm being serious though. There is not a show like this on television in terms of people being able to share views, and it doesn't tilt one way or the other, and I don't have talking points, and people just with skin in the game. This is a smart show. It's a good show, and that viewer gets it. Tell your friends.
What a commercial.
Yeah, well.
Here is a comment about the Iran deal from Randall, who says, my Iran nuke deal opinion. What were our politicians thinking? And now, after the dust is settled, let us all hope and pray that neither America nor our friend Israel will ever get to experience the wishes of the mullahs. Look, this is I'm going to actually go into this. Yesterday, I had a long conversation here on the set. I interviewed Ambassador Woolsey, who is a person who I have enormous respect for. He is very much against this deal. There is another gentleman out there who I also have enormous respect for, whose name is George Mitchell. Thank you. I just lost it. A one-time senator, just a great negotiator, majority leader. Yeah. And he is coming down in favor of this deal. Now, these are two men whose opinions I value greatly, with great experience, and they disagree, which happens. But it leaves somebody like myself who's not looking to back a political horse. I'm looking for the right answer.
Well, John Bolton says it's too late, whatever you think.
John Bolton's not somebody I listen to anyhow.
But that's actually a very good point. It's too late.
Yeah,
you can't go back.
Yep, it's
the
done.
toothpaste is out of the tube, as you like to say.
Can't unring the bell anymore. I like that one. You can't put Humpty Dumpty back together. There's plenty of ways you can go with that.
But you can bell the cat.
You can bell the
What is
cat.
belly?
Never heard that one before. Anyway, I got to move on. Finally tonight, here's a comment regarding the Kentucky County Clerk we were just talking about from John, who says the woman in Kentucky took an oath to uphold the laws, but where in the Constitution is the Supreme Court given the right to make law? They overstepped their authority and usurped the power of the legislator, and they need to be slapped down. Congress needs to consider impeaching a few justices, Ricky. How's that going to work out?
Well, nowhere in the Constitution is the Supreme Court granted the right to make law. However, the pivotal landmark case of Marbury v. Madison gives the Supreme Court the right to interpret the
Google
law.
it, read it.
Big
Okay.
difference.
Remember, if you want to weigh in on any of these issues we talk about here in the night, be sure to go to newsmaxtv.com/comments and let us know what you think. And be sure to get your copy of Ben Carson's book, One Nation. Nomi has it absolutely free. All you have to do is pay $4.95 to cover the cost of shipping. He's not a fool. Call 1-800-655-7567. That's 1-800-655-7567, or visit newsmax.com/Ben right now. Up next, it's time for Yay or Nay. It's happy time. This is the Daily Wrap.